And syncing. 3, 2, 1. Hey, that's how you're supposed to do it, right? You're supposed to sync the fucking audio. God, I need a haircut. It's not gonna happen this month. I'm out of money, shockingly. So, hello. I, I, so funny story about the very last video I uploaded in which I cried and looked very sad and pathetic and unfortunate. Um, which I did not want, but here's the thing. If I didn't film that one, this one wasn't gonna get filmed because that's how my brain works. So this one's here because I filmed that one. So you're welcome. I don't know. I have an apartment. Look at my apartment. It's an apartment. There's a little bit of mess that you can see. We're just gonna pretend it's not there, right? Okay, deal? We're gonna pretend it's not there. And if we pretend it's not there, then it's not actually there, because that's how the world works. That's why I take my glasses off. If I can't see it, it can't be real, right? Okay, so apartment scary. I have $30 to my name, and it is fucking, what day is it? It's fucking one of them. Sure is one of them. It's one of the days. It's one of the days of the month. To basically re-say what I said while sobbing and exhausted, I'm scared. I'm scared. I've never done this before. Okay, well, so my previous, like, I don't even know how to sit, stand, like, I don't, this is a new location, it's a different table. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with my hands, my arms. I don't know what to do with anything. So, this is my first time, like, having an apartment, right? In the past, okay, this table's a little rickety. It's literally just a card table. So if it falls, that's bad. I probably shouldn't be leaning on it. Also, one of the legs is like fucked. Like one of the legs doesn't click into place. It just kind of like hangs there, and you just have to like pray that God programmed gravity correctly today and that it stays balanced. So I guess I'm just gonna sit here like like this. So my previous moving out experiences have been in college when I went away to college in a different state in Michigan, and so like, you know, that's technically moving out, technically out of the house, but it's like a dorm, you know, so like it's a little like, I don't know. Does that count? Does a dorm count? Does a dorm count as moving out? I don't know. So there was that, which means I had the experience of, you know, trying to take as much, or consolidate my shit rather, into a reasonable amount of things, and then figure out what to do with anything, you know? So like I had that part of the experience of moving out. And then in 2020, which you all might remember, the year of COVID, I ended up going to live with a friend briefly. His friend now lives in Japan. So I went to live with them in 2020, moved back out, back into my parents' home in 2022. And so those are my two experiences trying to move out, and both ended pretty horrifically. One ended with a psych ward trip, one ended with dropping out of college. So I'm a little scared. And then also there was like, this isn't technically moving out per se, but like when I was dating my girlfriends for the 5 years we did that. Okay, this doesn't count as like a moving out, but it's like a, you know, while we were dating, obviously 5 years is a long time. We weren't going to do it long distance the whole time. We were eventually planning for me to move up there with them. And that didn't happen because we broke up. And COVID hit and it was a whole mess. But what I'm saying is like, every time I have attempted or successfully, quote unquote, moved out of the house, I ended up right back where I started. And that's terrifying. I don't know if you saw that one video where I'm a fucking mess trying to clean my room. I hate my fucking room. I hate just a lot of bad things have happened in that room, and I don't want to sleep there anymore ever again, ever. So hopefully this works. Hopefully we stay here, and if we go anywhere else, it's not back there. It's somewhere else. That is the hope right now. So I'm scared shitless because if I can't do this, I'm fucked. Also, I'm scared shitless because I have a funny fucking feeling that so I'm going to see the Pride Clinic this week, and you know, gonna be asking for testosterone to start my transition, which is like, I feel like the only emotions I should have about that are excitement and happiness, and the fact that I'm feeling anything else is a little worrying to me. Because what if I'm not trans? What if after all this time I'm not fucking trans? The answer to that is I want to die when I have to use my dead name, and if people don't call me David, I feel like they don't even see me as a person. So, and if anyone uses she, her, or they, them pronouns to refer to me, I also feel sad. So, you know, I do believe that is all the requirement for being trans. Or rather, the requirement is you say you're trans and that you're trans, because why would you lie about something like that? That's a really weird fucking thing to lie about, and I don't think a lot of people who aren't trans would desire to go on hormones, so there's that. So, so I am trans, and anything in my brain that says otherwise is a pussy and a coward. So, yeah. But I'm also scared. But anyway, what I was saying is that when I go back, or when I go to the trans clinic, and when I start transitioning, you know, you can't really hide that, at least not for long, especially not with testosterone. So I actually have a friend where she's a trans girl, and she was like, yeah, I was transitioning for like 2 years and my parents didn't notice, which I'm like, damn, that's incredible. That's not how it's gonna go with me. So I'm like, yeah. I have a funny feeling that once those changes start being evident and obvious, contact with my family might be suddenly much less, and due to nothing I said or did. I don't know for sure. I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know how it's gonna go. I just know, itchy. Why am I itchy? Stop it. I'm doing something. Words. I just know that, like, you know, they've been, you know, I in the video where I was really sad, I was just like, I don't know why my family's treating me differently. And I don't. I mean, I do and I don't, but it's like, I don't know. I shouldn't make fun of my own vulnerability. That's something that new that I've picked up that I don't appreciate. So to be actually very sincere and real, it has been extremely distressing that my family has responded to me coming out in the way that they have, because I know that is mostly what it is, you know. You know, I'm searching for another reason because I want to find a fixable reason, right? You know, I want to find a reason that I can do something about. I want to find a reason that they're rejecting me for it, like something that I can like fix. I can't change my identity. I can't not be queer. I can't not be trans, and you know. So you know, I don't know how it's gonna go, and I do have a bad habit of trying to predict the future when I don't know it. I have a very bad habit of doing that, because I think I'm so smart, and I think I'm so clever, and I think I know everything, and I think that if I think hard enough, I can know all things that there are to know about my own life and future. And the simple fact is, I am not in control, and I'm not that smart. So there's that. So yeah. I don't know. I've also noticed, like, sometimes that I don't know. I want to find a balance, because sometimes I am struggling to be as vulnerable as I want to be on the channel with, like, things I'm talking about, and also I have, like, people that I don't want to be under fire for anything I say, because that's very important to me. And also, I am a queer trans man, disabled, chronically ill, very mentally ill, because, you know, you can't be queer and mentally healthy in this economy, in this country, anywhere in the world, actually. So, you know, I have been finding that I'm struggling to be as honest and vulnerable about my experience sometimes as I want to be, especially for the type of channel that this is, and what I'm trying to do. Which is, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to do. I don't know what I'm doing. But you know, I'm trying to, I don't know. You know what? I'll leave what I'm doing up to you. What do you think I'm doing? What do you think I'm doing? Leave a comment. What do you think I'm doing? Because I don't fucking know. I don't know anything. I am a dumbass. And I will continue to be a dumbass for the foreseeable future, unfortunately. But also, back to what I was saying, you know, I think it's a delicate balance between vulnerability and then also being aware that I'm making videos that are going to, that could be seen by other people, who, you know, what is the feeling I'm wanting people to leave with. Because I don't want to be making stuff that's like, great, now everybody feels sad and depressed. And also, this channel is primarily for me. It goes up on the internet, meaning people can see it, but it is primarily for me. And if it's for me, why am I not being vulnerable with myself, right? So, you know. So that video, after I shot that video, I uploaded it without rewatching it, which is not something I try not to do that, because I never know what, I don't know, I never know what I said. I don't edit, and that's dangerous, especially when, you know, you're clearly not doing well. So I uploaded it without watching it, because I was like, I don't want to watch it right now because I hate what I just did. Like, I turned off the camera and I'm like, I hate this. Oh no. Nope, not gonna burp. Okay. So I stopped filming and I'm like, oh, I actually hated that. I wish I hadn't done that. And I was like, well, I'll watch it tomorrow and upload it tomorrow. And then I was like, if you do that, you're not gonna do it. It's gonna disappear. Because there's another video that I filmed that I don't think is gonna go up. I think the information that I wanted out of that video, I've said in the videos since. And like, maybe I'll unearth it again someday. I don't know. I don't really see a point right now. I think that one's probably, you know, fodder for editing in the future. Maybe. I don't know what's gonna happen. Words, phrases, meaning, language. But I'm like, the reason that one didn't go up is the same thing, where I filmed it, I hated it, I didn't want to watch it over again, and I was like, I'll watch it later, and then upload it later. Guess what I didn't fucking do? Haha. So, yeah. So the other one I filmed where I'm like fucking crying and And I don't want to make light of it or make fun of it, but I also, I know it was kind of, I don't know, it was emotionally a little intense for myself as well. And it was real, and you know, it was how I felt, and it was, I think, important to. This is not an apology video for that video. I'm explaining my process, I guess. I don't know, because I don't know. I'm trying to get over, you know, shocker to nobody who's listened to anything I've ever said in my life. I have really bad anxiety. I'm afraid of everything. I'm fucking afraid of everything. I'm so goddamn afraid of everything. And because I'm afraid of everything, I freeze, and I don't do what I want to do, and you know, I sometimes let that fear dictate my decisions more than my desire to do things, which is not how I want to be. I don't think you get very far or do very much of the things you want to do when you let fear dictate your actions and decisions and stuff like that, unfortunately. So I'm like, I just need to start filming so that because I feel I'm like, if I don't just film shit videos right now, I won't film anything. And then I will have been here for like 3 months and I won't have made a goddamn video. So that's why we're filming this video where I'm talking about literally actually nothing. But yeah, so like the other night when I filmed that video, filmed it, uploaded it, didn't fucking look at it. I'm like, I'm not watching that. I'm not making my own thumbnail. I'm gonna let YouTube auto-generate that thumbnail, because I do not have it in me to go scrub through the video, find a frame that I like, and make a thumbnail. So that's how that went. And then I watched it later, and I have watched it since, and I'm just like, you know, I'm glad I filmed it. It was real, and I don't, you know, I don't know. YouTube is weird, okay? I'm gonna fucking talk a little bit about, I guess, that, I like YouTube a lot, just as a platform, and just as, like, the creators I like watching on here. I really like to examine how they work and, you know, try to learn from the people I have watched for the years I have. So the thing I really like about YouTube is how it's, you know, it's both a performance, but it's also real, right? Like, it's, you know, like, this is not scripted. I have not written this out, and I'm not talking about, like, something I've written, which some people do, a lot of people do, actually, and that is totally fine. I'm not criticizing anyone's, because the best thing about YouTube is you can do whatever the fuck you want, and people do whatever the fuck they want, and they have many different creative processes that differ from each other, and that is the best thing about YouTube, is its diversity, I think, and what it allows for. But what I'm saying is that for the content that I've watched and admired, what I really like is how it is both a type of performance, you know, like, it's, you know, you're speaking to an audience, right? So it is a type of performance, and then also it is just kind of you existing, being a person, and you know, there's a fine balance and a fine line between that. And, you know, I think when you sometimes lean more into the aspect of it being a performance, which is not a bad thing. Again, everybody does it different. So, like, nothing I'm saying is negatively reflective of anyone else on the platform. What I'm saying is, for me, I always want this to feel genuine and personal on a level. Because, you know, I do believe that you as the viewer are my friend, or, you know, whatever you want to call yourself, I guess. But I'd say friend. And I think that for it to feel that way, it has to be less of a performance and more of just me. But you can never take the performance out of what this is. You know what I mean? Like, because when you're speaking to an audience, there's always a level of performance. There's always a level of pulling out your own emotions to talk about them, letting yourself access emotions that you might not be able to access if you were just talking to someone on the street, pulling out topics and information. Information's a terrible word for it, but things you want to talk about, in a way that you wouldn't to someone on the street. So in that way, it will always be somewhat of a performance. But also I do believe like we are also real people, who have real emotions, and, I always used to say I was a very vulnerable person. I used to gloat. I used to fucking gloat and be like, I am the most vulnerable person in the world. And I don't need any lessons in vulnerability. I can't talk. Any lessons in vulnerability because I know what I'm doing and I know how to be vulnerable. Turns out what I was doing wasn't being vulnerable. It was just saying bad shit about myself and being extremely self-aware. Because it's just, that's what self-awareness is just knowing your own bad traits. That's all self-awareness is, apparently. So I, for the longest time, I'm like, I'm super vulnerable. Like, I talk about the bad shit I do all the time. I apologize for anything I do. And I love talking about how awful I am. Turns out that's not vulnerability. That is just another type of shield to pretend that you don't have real feelings. So, great, good. Love that I am like this. And now I'm struggling to be as real and personal on my own channel as I want to be because I'm afraid of myself and I'm afraid of my emotions and I'm afraid of you. So there's that. So all that to say, I have an apartment and I'm terrified. I'm terrified. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. My phone fucking microphone is not working very well. If you heard some of the last shorts, they're not well. And my phone screen is cracked to hell. So, I'm like, how am I gonna afford this? Because it is really cool. Because for those who don't know, I'm on SSI disability because I am disabled. I have not slept. This is like, how when you get so fucking tired that you hit that point where, no, okay, God, sorry, where you get that adrenaline rush. That's where I am right now because I have not been sleeping because my air mattress keeps dying and I don't want to sleep on this one because this hurts. It's a very old mattress. It's like 20 fucking years old or some shit. It's got like, I don't know, springs are all fucked up. So I'm exhausted and I'm anxious because I see the I can't talk. Because I see the trans clinic this week and I'm terrified for what that means. And, it's like, I have so much shit I gotta figure out. I gotta figure out where to get groceries. I gotta figure out how to get to the food bank. Luckily I am in a place where, I have moved to a place where there is, in theory, better public transport. It's not great. Don't get me wrong. It's not great. But it is better than where I was, which was absolutely nothing. You couldn't even get a fucking Lyft or Uber where I used to live. Like you legit couldn't. So this is better than that, but I've got to figure that out. You might notice my boy is not with me. That is another thing that is giving me extreme anxiety because I gave them the paperwork for him, for my dog to be with me. And they said they don't see a reason it would get denied. Also, things have a habit of going wrong in my life. So, and the thing is I'm not, if it gets denied, I'm finding another avenue because I'm not going to be here without him for long. That's not an option. Like I had to, you know, I don't know. I feel a lot of guilt for leaving him. I didn't leave him, but it's you know, I don't know. I had to get out. I had to fucking get out. And I am gonna get him because there's no option to not bring him with me. It's not an option. But he is being taken care of right now, while I figure that out and wait for the. I mean, I haven't heard about the paperwork either way, but there have been some mix-ups with paperwork already, because they told me that my security deposit was going to be one thing reduced because SSI, because I don't make enough money for it to be normal. And then when I actually signed the lease, they were like, no, it's this. And I'm like, what? Well, so I called them, and they're like, and I called the people, the housing coordinator through which I got the apartment. And she's like, yeah, no, that's not right. You shouldn't be paying that. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, help, please figure that out soon, because otherwise I gotta pay, I don't know. And then I called the SSA to be like, hey, I changed addresses, and also I'm on my own now, so I should be able to get more money than I am getting. So hopefully that works out, because that should happen. And apparently, okay, this is stupid. Apparently once I do that, I have to talk to the manager of this place again, and they have to resubmit some shit or something, apparently. I'm like, God, please don't let it be possible for me to lose the apartment in that fucking process. Jesus Christ, like, please. So, yeah, people handle things so well, and it's perfect. But okay, so things are probably going to be better than I think they're going to be. I'm talking too fast. Oh boy. I'm anxious. I did not sleep much last night. And I did take one of my Adderall today, so I don't know. I also don't know how that's gonna go. I have a funny feeling the doctors are not gonna let me have that medication. Which I don't know. I've already talked a bit about it. Oh god. Oh, my back fucking killing me. Excuse me while I adjust myself. God. I have a feeling they're not going to let me have it. And I mean, that's me trying to predict the future once again, which I can't do. As much as I think I can't do. I just don't know how I can survive without it. But I also know it's a medication that, a lot of doctors just kind of view as like, I think they kind of view it like a fucking, like how they view like, I would say like opioids and stuff, where it's like, it's not the exact same, but it's, they treat it like by you taking the medication, you're addicted and hooked and stuff. And it's like, am I addicted to a high, or am I addicted to feeling like I'm normal? Am I addicted to feeling like I can handle what life has thrown at me, and I'm not just laying in bed all day, depressed and sad? And I don't know. It's really fucking complicated, and it's like, I'm in a lot of massive pain. I have fibromyalgia. That means I'm in a lot of pain every day. I have a lot of brain fog. I've also been severely depressed for a very long time with, and not able to respond to the medications I've tried. And my therapist and psychiatrist are not listening to me when I say I don't want to try any more antidepressants and antipsychotics, because I have had bad experiences with them. And, excuse me, I don't believe they're safe for me anymore. I don't. you know, I have a lot of, I have a lot of different axes on which my brain doesn't work. Or on which I'm in pain and suffering and struggling. You know, I have fibromyalgia. I have a lot of trauma from various things. And, you know, been severely depressed for years, over a decade. You know, I'm neurodivergent, confirmed ADHD, haven't been diagnosed, but I highly suspect I'm autistic. Just from what I know about the autism community, having grown up around it and seen a lot of it in my own family and in the places I occupied growing up. So, you know, there's that. And, you know, there's other shit. There's a lot of shit. I don't know. My brain's like fogging out, just trying to think like, oh, the things that are wrong with me. Too many things wrong with me. There's too many things wrong with me. And I feel like there's too many things wrong with me for people to be just taking away my medication and insisting that I must take an SSRI, which I have tried for 10 years. Hasn't worked. I've tried so many. The list. I actually thought about making a video of name 100 medications, just to, because I'm like, man, with my experiences, I haven't taken 100 of them, but I bet with my fucking experience in the fucking medical system and mental health system, I probably could. I probably fucking could. I don't know if that'll happen or not. It depends on if I actually think that's a fun idea or not. Also, I said I was going to do it, so that means I'm probably not going to do it. If we're really honest about me. And I hate how, I can't even see, but I hate how my hat, like, fucking, it just, I push it down, and it's supposed to, whatever, fucking, I can't see my reflection, but it probably looks abysmal, because it usually does. What am I talking about? Nothing and everything, and too much and too little. And fuck. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Shocking turn of events. I'm scared. That's never happened before. Never. Never, ever, ever. There's definitely no evidence of me being scared on this exact goddamn channel. Okay, so, I feel like I was saying things and then I lost the plot. I think I lost the plot. I also had a completely different plan for what I was going to actually talk about when I turned the camera on, and then that didn't happen, so good, great, love that. I don't know. This is scary. I would like to get a good night's sleep because it'll probably be less scary with a good night's sleep. But it's really hard when every 3 hours my air mattress goes flat. Because they do not... Do they make them for my size? Do they make air mattresses for fucking gigantic men? Because I... that'd be great. I feel like it's just... I feel like it was not meant to hold my weight, unfortunately. So... There's that. It's also my sister's, so I have to be like, I really hope you didn't need this. I didn't like pop it. It's not. So, yeah, I don't know. Am I talking about anything? No. Should I be? Probably. I don't know what this is. It's a video. This is the video where I don't look like something tragic and awful got dropped on the doorstep. This is the video where I actually look like a person and like I can actually do things and is not a cry for help. It's not a cry for help. And also vulnerability. which means me shutting up. I think that's what that means. I think vulnerability right now means me shutting up. Okay. Leave a comment if you want to say something to me. I'll probably say hi or something. And if you have nothing to say, don't say anything at all. So, take care of yourselves for me.